So guys, as per the title of the video, I've just done one brew so far on the new Grainfather controller, which quite smooth, good temperature control. Haven't used the app yet, or the step mash. Actually, yeah, I did do the step mash, but manually. Yeah, really enjoyed it. It's pretty smooth. But now, I need to find another use for this. So some of you know my system. As you would know, I don't have a temperature controller for my sparge water tank, and I also run my extractor fan off a socket and a switch. And here we have a nicely placed pump switch, which I might try and utilize that as well. What I'll do, I'll string together how I change this or wire this up. Not saying it's correct, I'm not an electrician, and do it at your own risk. Caveat, caveat, caveat. So here we go, see if it's something usable. That's what the inside of it looks like. So we'll feed this in to release it. Take these straps off to get the back cover plate off. There we are, just take that cover off here. And the way this bit comes, keep that. What do we have? It looks like it really is quite straightforward. Now, over this side is where the pump switch is, what I'm going to use for the fan. Here's our earth, our neutral, and our live is the white ones right behind there. I'm just going to mark them up. I'm simply just going to wire the fan straight into these, because these are getting power from this cable coming in. And the same thing on this side. I'm going to be wiring the sparge water heater with our live on this side this time. The live is on this side because the socket below is on the other way around. We've got our neutral behind and earth to the left hand side of it. So I'm going to wire that straight in, just like wiring a link or a plug using block connectors. So guys, what I've decided to do, because there's no way of fixing this properly, the screws fixed down through there into the body itself, I've attached these two little pieces of mild steel, bolted them through the old holes for the hook on the back of the machine, and I'm going to be using those two eyelets then to secure it to the bottom of the shelf over there. I've managed to scrounge because this is effectively an outhouse, so couldn't get hold of any metal clad, so my mate Craig kindly donated these to me. Thanks mate, shout out to you. And also electrician friend of mine, Simone, he donated this to me as well, so not a bad haul to be able to finish this little project off. And obviously my qualified electrical mate is going to check all this over and sign it off, so we're all good from where that point is. So I'll just get cracking now with fixing the socket to the wall and start running the cable through. So guys, I've installed the sockets on the wall, got this piece of flex, hooked it through there and got it coming down into here. Now I just use standard connector blocks. I'm going to be using insulation tape around them, and this is going to be sat up there, which should be very handy and very close to the Grainfather itself as well. And then the thermal well, I need to extend that with another piece of flex back in the same way, because over there is where the sparge water tank is going. And over this side, past the hot socks, and that is the flex going to the fan, which is pretty impressive, to be honest with you. That cost me about 60 quid from memory, and obviously the universal engineering tape works a treat. And Spider-Man, don't know what he's done up there. So yeah, I'll catch up once I've put everything together and when we give it a test. So guys, here we go. The switch on, or the main switch. Nothing went pop. Right, that's showing 13 degrees. And I've put 8 litres, which is a minimum that I can fit because of this, the thermowell, or the temperature probe. I couldn't get hold of a thermowell, so I didn't bother in the end. So what I'll do, I've got this little hole at the top here, I can just adjust the height of that to whatever sparge water I'm going to have there. Yes, it'd be great to have a thermowell and it'd look better, but come on, it's just a sparge tank at the end of the day. So there's the socket that I installed. So the Grainfather controller is connected to the extension lead to the mains, and then the cable runs along here, the black cable, through the ducting that I managed to find, excuse the extractor hose, and comes into here for the power. Now, I genuinely haven't tried this yet for the heater, but the fan, you might hear it kick in on the pump switch. So you can hear that. There's a fan over there. Probably just need to tidy up the cable underneath there. I'll get some 0.75mm clips, and then hopefully if I set this 75, oh, that's already bang on, that's a fluke. So if I set that at 75 and then hit the boil switch, close eyes, does the work light come on? Yes. But the boiler's not on. Right, flick the boiler on. Get in, it's getting power. Right, and what I'm going to do with this thermostat, turn it to full whack, basically just to override it, because as soon as that temperature probe gets up to the right place, that should stop. So that should start moving, I'm assuming. Come on. It's on heat. 14. No, never. Already? Now I don't know if this is going to make any difference between the mash or the boil, because obviously that's just got the one heating element. I'm at 15. Guys, this is working. This is working awesome. Awesomely. So, with your redundant, there's a new baby. So with your redundant Grainfather unit, I recommend you seek professional advice and maybe install a fan on the pump switch and your sparge tank on the other. So guys, I hope you found that video useful, and if you're not sure, seek professional advice, but I recommend with your spare Grainfather controller, you use it for either your extractor fan or to manage the sparge water temperature. I'm not going to leave it to get up to temperature because it's wired exactly the same way as it's designed to be used, so I've got nothing to gain by waiting for it to get up to 75 or 22 degrees for that matter, which I think it's showing now. But yeah, it's gone up to 22 degrees already, so it shows it's working well. Yes, it could be nicer, it could be better looking with better trunking or tighter cables or whatever, but come on, man. It's just a shed, a brewery in the shed. So yeah. So guys, I hope that's been useful. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe. Iechyd.